Hey guys, Stephanie Daly with Stephen Daly Construction. Today we are back at that 70s remodel for episode number 4, all about framing. As you guys know, if you've been following this project, we are doing a full exterior renovation here on that 70s remodel while trying not to touch the inside of the home. So we've actually stripped the exterior. We've come through, we did exterior closed cell spray foam, and now we are working on sheeting the walls. We've chosen to use Zip R6 to sheet the walls on this house. This is actually the first time we've got the opportunity to use Zip R in our climate, or I guess in our region. We have a seismic zone here in Utah that doesn't allow for us to use this product that often. So we are super excited to get to use this on this job. So a few things I want to talk about, because when you're doing a remodel or a renovation, there are some things that you can fix and there are some things that you need to work with. And we can't always come through and fix absolutely everything on this house and make it as perfect as a new construction job that we would originally do from the start. So some of those challenges you just have to learn to live with. But let's talk through some of those. This house had floor trusses with a panelized wall system built above it. And this panelized wall system wasn't necessarily built for this house. It looked very much like they sent out a bunch of 8-foot panels and they cut them to fit to make it work on this home. So little scabbed together in the first place. You can see we have a little about 8-inch overhang of the upper level. The upper level is actually cantilevering out around the entire home, about 8 inches, which is a little odd. But that floor system is also built with floor trusses with the panelized walls above it. So as we're coming through trying to install this new Zip R6 sheeting, some of the problems we ran into are just unevenness, things not being plumb, things not lining up, having some things kind of push out. There's only so much you can work with. So we've had our framers come through and actually start sheeting this house from the foundation wall up. The reason being is the majority of our imperfections or the problems we were facing were where the floor trusses met the panelized wall system. They didn't necessarily line up. So one tended to be a little more proud than the other. And so by starting to sheet on the bottom and moving our way up, we could try and avoid any real noticeable or drastic change or bulge in the sheeting itself. So we went through after we had stripped the house and replaced a bunch of lumber like you saw in earlier episodes, things that had termite damage, water damage, carpenter ant damage, and replace that with new lumber. But we can't build the entire structure again. And part of the problem too is it's a remodel on a budget. So we replaced everything we could, but some of that stuff, some of the old lumber, some of the things not lining up, that's just stuff that you got to deal with. So by sheeting at the bottom, we were able to kind of hide some of those imperfections. A few other weird things. The windowsills on this house, when we started doing demolition, we tore the existing windows out because we were going to replace them with a little bit better product. The windowsills had tile originally on them, and they had MDF carpentry trim work over the top of the tile. So we had to go through and demo that. When the framers were coming in, we actually didn't notice that some of the windows had that tile. Bedrooms, we kind of assumed it was just bathrooms and kitchens, but these upper floor bedroom windows actually had the same problem. So we're gonna have to come through now at this point and demo the tile and that sill product and probably just take a router and clean up the window opening, the sheeting on the outside of the window opening, just so that you can make it work. Like I said, remodels, you always run into weird little challenging things that sometimes you can make them work, sometimes you just kind of have to deal with how they are.